West Ham against Leverkusen. It's from the Europa League. You can see West Ham, big price for a home team. Leverkusen, odds-on favourites here at 1.97. And expecting goals in this one. West Ham are 2-0 down from the first leg, so they've really got to go for it. And we have covered scorelines mainly favouring Leverkusen. Okay, we're expecting Leverkusen to do West Ham over again. And it is 1-0 and 1-1 mainly as our plan B in this one. So it's going to be interesting. It's just about to kick off in the Europa League. Let's see what happens next. It's half-time in this one, and maybe a slight surprise. It's West Ham 1, Leverkusen 0. So we're on that West Ham 1-0 scoreline. We don't have 2-0 or 2-1 or scorelines in favour of West Ham covered. So it is time to start to try and get the risk down on this trade as much as we can, really. So we're going to do that. We're going to go lay in this 1-0 scoreline, anticipating a Leverkusen equaliser. But yeah, we're in a slightly sticky situation. Okay, we've obviously favoured Leverkusen. West Ham had been the team to take the lead. So let's try and get the risk down on this one. Worst case scenario, or worst case loss now is a 80% loss. So not 100% loss on our stakes. At least we've got that down slightly. But ideally, we want that next goal to go to Leverkusen. And then we're in a much stronger position with the trade overall. Let's see what happens. West Ham 1, Leverkusen 0 at half-time. 89 minutes on the clock. The Leverkusen equaliser has arrived, finally. Okay, so we are going to remove all risk from this trade. It's going to leave us with 86% return on this 1-1 scoreline, which was one of our target scores at the start of the match. And looks like it could potentially finish on the 1-1. We've also got bigger profits on the 1-2 to Leverkusen if they can nick a late winner. We're going to leave it as to be a break-even on the 2-1 to West Ham. Oh, actually, looking at this, we could probably lay some off just in case. I mean, look, this tie is virtually over now, okay, because it's West Ham 1, Leverkusen 3. West Ham have got to find 2 goals late on. But anyway, we want to put ourselves in a position where we're going to take something out of this no matter what. So here we are on the 1-1 scoreline, probably going to finish 1-1, and we'll take a 77% return from our initial risk. If we can get another Leverkusen goal, that would be very, very nice. Anyway, 90 minutes on the clock, West Ham 1, Leverkusen 1. I'm going to check how much stoppage time is left. And that was the final action on this one. The final score is going to be West Ham 1, Leverkusen 1. West Ham eliminated from the Europa League, and this overall trade, not the easiest, definitely a good example of what can happen when you're trading the correct score market. You're going to back score lines favouring one particular team, and if that underdog takes the lead, especially an early lead, I mean, you're just on the back foot for the rest of the match. However, the importance of having a plan B is good. Okay, remember, we've entered this match favouring Leverkusen, expecting Leverkusen win. They've ended up drawing, but we still came out with a profit. And in the late stages, we were pretty much down to 0 risk on this one as well. So anyway, not to be for West Ham tonight. Final score, West Ham 1, Leverkusen 1. So not much to add to that. That wasn't just said in the actual clip itself. But one thing I will say is backing away favourites might require more caution. And you kind of saw we took a little bit more caution on that particular example by covering the 1-0 to West Ham, to the home team, which in the end we had to use. Okay, we had to use that as part of our plan B. Remember, the more score lines you cover, the lower your profit potential. However, when it's an away favourite, and this was also a second leg match which Leverkusen didn't need to win, so more caution was required, and we were prepared to sacrifice a little bit of that profit in order to do that. And also, just another example again, I mean, we're essentially backing the favourite. They've ended up drawing, and we still made a profit. Okay, so again, it shows some of the advantages of trading the correct score market. There are pros and cons to all the markets and all the strategies, but that's definitely one of the pros. And as said earlier, if any of this correct score trading looks interesting to you, you want to learn more about it, make sure you get this free download. It's the Correct Score Mastery course prospectus. This will show you how you could potentially take things to the next level with your correct score trading. To get this free ebook, the link is in the description of this video. Just scroll below the video, click on it, fill out the form, and then we'll email the book to you. If you're on a big screen, you can scan that QR code and then fill out the form, and we'll email you the book also. Okay, it's absolutely free, and it will be the next step towards potentially learning and mastering the correct score market. So if you've liked anything you've seen today and you do want to learn more about it, then that's the next thing to do. Okay, go grab a copy of that. As said, link in the description or scan the QR code.